one where you press buttons
Hello.
and plays music.
And no, I have not seen that.
Really
Is
cool.
it one of the projects here?
Yeah.
Do you want to run?
It's in the dark
Do
room.
you want to run the introduction of the project?
Sure. So what MagMap is it is a topographical display as well as a tactile display. What we've done is that our goal is to sort of start from these topographical maps and turn that two-dimensional information into a three-dimensional output. And so the idea is that you have things here rise and lower, like mountains, valleys, that kind of stuff. But also there's potential to do braille displays, to do maps of sorts. You can make a little clock out of something like this. We have a little ping pong ball here, because they're kind of games you can play. We're joking that right now, because the control isn't perfect, we're joking that the game is that you have to predict where the ball's going to go and catch it. But there is just sort of a lot going on here, and a lot of sort of potential for kind of creative uses of this. You can imagine in like a human interactive design class, this would be sort of, you spend a lot more time kind of thinking about the design elements and interactivity. But for the most part, we've been concerned with the parts and actually building this device and system. Here you can see we have a micro servo with a 3D printed gear kind of screwed onto it, so I'm slipping on the cords. And here we have these little boxes of sorts, and it kind of goes together like that, and it's very cool. And the nice thing about servos is that you have precise 180-degree control, so you can tell it to go to any length, and it'll go to precisely that way, so you can make it move down a little bit, a lot, and so you can get, hypothetically, if we had a lot more time and money on this, we could get very precise motion. But part of the thing about rapid prototyping is it's all about moving quickly through an iterative design process. And so sometimes you have to settle for kind of rougher 3D prints, but for the most part, we've done some really high quality work here. Also, we use, it's a little hard to see, there's a lot of wiring that we had to do. We used a system of servo drivers, which are essentially chips just designed to control large amounts of servos. We got them from Adafruit, and they joked that with the right power supply, you can control 992 of these at once. That is not hyperbole.
Super cool.
Yeah, and we use some microprocessors to kind of control it all. It's kind of akin to an Arduino board, but it's a little smaller, and we have to plug it in directly.
Cool. So it's just like 3D visualizations of almost like a topographical map.
Yeah, exactly. That's literally what we're going for. You can also see we use laser cutting to make these sort of pieces. This was supposed to go kind of in the middle of all of it. The friction was a little too much. Really, the spacing was very precise, and so it was hard to make it smaller.
So something to improve upon is to give a little more leeway when you're using 3D printing.
Yeah, exactly.
So, word to the wise.
Yeah. 4 team members? 5 team members?
4.
4, it's us 3, and Chun.
Your name?
Has left us right now. I'm Markus, or Nick.
Ben Huber.
Nick.
Nick, are you from information science?
I am. I'm a sophomore through CALS, and I'm doing information science major and a feminism and gender studies minor.
Cool.
I'm Ben Huber. I'm a senior in information science as well.
I'm T. I'm a master's student in information science.
Cool.
Yeah.
And your 4th teammate is someone.
She's an architecture student.
And her name?
Chun.
Would she be AAP? Architecture?
that's
Okay,
her.
cool. Just for my reference. Nice work. Let me stop
Did I see this video?
You want to look at it now?